Well, hello there, and welcome to the final reaction and review video for Eurovision 2026 that I will be posting here on my channel. As with every year, the United Kingdom and their entry is what's about to appear in my ears very shortly. They always end the listening sessions every year because the United Kingdom is obviously the country competing in Eurovision that has that comes last alphabetically. Unfortunately for them, they also sometimes come last on the scoreboard, and we'll see today if this will be another case of that. I'm keeping my fingers crossed for that not being the case. The song is called Eins, Zwei, Drei. It does not represent Germany. It does indeed represent the United Kingdom. I've double-checked this. By an artist calling themselves Look Mom, No Computer, which is certainly a name that I can get behind, I think. I don't really know if there's a lot of excitement about the UK this year, but I am actually excited for one, because I'm always intrigued to see what kind of the UK we will get, because it feels like it's either amazing or not. I mean, so it's always intriguing to see what kind of entry we get from the United Kingdom, I would say. I'm hoping that it's a good one so we can end it on a high this year. I've had a few years where I've done these videos where I have not been able to end it on a high. And then, of course, I had 2022, which was all good. So let's take a listen. And I see as well, this is another one of the entries that have a little longer music video. 3:29. It's quite a hairdo. It sounds a little bit of like 80s vibe, certainly, the synth work here, and the vocal style as well, like the way he's singing. The sound design is pretty cool, honestly.
If only there was a language that I could count in.
I feel like the contrast into the new section, it's a bit playful, but the beat here is very flat. We need to develop this for sure. We've got a kick drum and the little synth line. Throwing in the snare, we've got some white noise effects. That's about it. The sound design is cool, but it's very minimalistic in the instrumentation. It's got like some vocal lines in here that are kind of nice. Could be catchy because of that. I think maybe it's leaning into very much like, did you like 80s music? Well, here's something that will remind you of it. But the actual execution here, the music is not that fun, honestly. It's very minimalistic in the instrumentation, which I do not enjoy. Even though the vocal lines are catchy. And here again, it's the same thing. We've got the white noise, we've got the snare. That's the variation. Feels like vocally it's doing more though, for sure. Because the harmonies there are kind of nice. Yeah, the sound design is actually really cool, but that's about it, really. Okay, we've got the clapping section. Slight change for the finale. This comes together quite nicely, actually. There's like a swing to the beat here now. That's a fun idea. It's actually not over yet. And here he's flying away. Alright. Yeah, I mean, if I were to like just guess what kind of country would send it. For some reason it just feels like, yeah, of course the UK would send something like this. And honestly, there's an effort to do something different here, which I really, really appreciate. It's like, the thing is that, like, this will sound very, very negative. I'm not saying that I'm finding so many comparisons, but it's just like I get a little bit of a similar vibe to the songs like "Flying the Flag" and stuff like that, because it's like trying to be really cheeky and funny in a little bit of a goofy, nerdy way. This is doing it much better. Of course, it is, because I do actually enjoy this, and it feels like there's some proper creative ideas in here, particularly when it comes to sound design. It has a very flirty sound altogether that kind of, is a callback to the 80s, of course, mainly, I'd say, with the Depeche Mode and Soft Cell and what other music you can find from the era. Like, the acidic synth work is definitely there, and I feel like the forceful kind of resonance of that is very prominent in here, I would say. The beat, on the other hand, is not that strong, really. It's a little bit flat and uninteresting. I like the fact that it switched up towards the end. It had a bit more swing in there, which added some kind of rhythmic playfulness to the song. The synth work was kind of overpowering at that part as well, which I suppose that really is what you could do with it, because if we're completely honest, the instrumentation of this song is very, very minimal. There's not a lot going on there. You can count the instrumental inputs on one hand, pretty much. And that doesn't have to be an issue, but it feels like it's a bit too much of the same thing because of it. Vocally, the melodic lines are quite fun. I think this is a catchy song. Could grow tiresome, perhaps. Could also be a bit on the aspect of them not being particularly striking in terms of impressiveness or anything like that. I don't think this is a song that really demands a great vocal performance. It's more just kind of leaning into the vibe of fun and enjoyment that it's trying to consist of. And I can appreciate that for what it is. Maybe it's not something that I would personally prefer and lean into, but I can see the vision here with that, and I can actually appreciate what they are trying to do. And for some people, this will be the most fun entry of the year. I can definitely see that. For me, I'm not really feeling it. I would have wished for there to be a bit more flair, a bit more something new, groundbreaking within the track, really. Maybe some variation in the instrumentation, I would probably say, because it's definitely like a sound that we don't see that commonly in Eurovision, with synth work being this heavy. But at the same time, I would have wished for the synth work to be more fun then, because it feels like it's doing a bit much of the same thing. It's there to just kind of cover up the soundstage, and the actual melodic and harmonic lines from the synth work is not really prioritized or focused on, because it doesn't have to be. The song is there to be fun, and that's really what I'm getting from it as well. Like, this has been created with the main purpose of, let's make sure it's fun. But the problem is there are other fun songs this year that I just think are way more fun, for me personally anyway. This is not the one that I will be subjectively returning to. I don't think this is among the worst songs this year either. I just feel like because I like the whole concept of the track for sure, and the sound of it and the sound design, but I just feel like I wanted more out of it, I suppose. It's not particularly exciting for me, even though the song has character compared to the others, for sure, because it does tie into a genre and a music style, and mainly a music sound that we don't hear in many other songs. So it has some things going for it, but it's not quite enough for me personally. I don't see myself really picking this one out of the bunch to be the one that, yes, this is the one I want to listen to. I don't see myself doing that, but that might change. And it could really this could have a really fun performance on stage if they really nail it, but it could also have a horrendous performance. It really could. Like, I could see myself, I could envision this getting like an I don't feel hate kind of performance to it, like just something silly and goofy because they try to be funny and try to make it fun. And that could sometimes backfire. So hopefully they actually make something really cool with it. I want a lot of like lasers, or at least something industrial, or something mechanical or technical or computer stuff, it's kind of an ironic name, right? Look Mom, No Computer, and then the entire song is just so heavily digital that you can't. That's definitely intentional, right? No, but it could definitely bring this, the big the soundboards and all of the screens and everything on stage, make it properly like technological, and just bring huge props, have a fun light show, use shadows a lot. It could be a really cool performance. Maybe some kind of Sana Spava similarity, something like that. Really bring out the robotic aspect of it. But who knows? We'll see what we get. But that was indeed the final song of Eurovision 2026. I wouldn't say we ended on a high note, but we ended on an okay note, I would say. And it's a nice change of pace in the selection too, I would say. I think that's everything. Please let me know what you think of Eins, Zwei, Drei in the comments if you have any thoughts you'd like to share. I will be looking forward to reading them. And of course, thank you so much for watching this video, and thank you for keeping up with the whole series if you have. Every single reaction and review video I've made this year can be found in a playlist on my channel. I have made 32 of them, if I have not miscounted. I probably have, actually. 31, probably. I did actually make a lot of reactions to the songs from Montenegro's national final, but that was before everything. So maybe 31 is what you would count, I suppose. So if you're interested to check out some of those, you can do that. The playlist is on my channel. And of course, you can also let me know. Who are you? No, wait, we'll save that. I'll make another video in the near future talking a little bit more about my thoughts of every song, like delving in. Maybe not every song, but like I'll make some kind of video where I talk about my favorite songs or something like that, and then you can share what your favorites are in that comment section, right? We got a deal? Maybe we do. Thank you so much for joining me for this one. Thank you so much for joining me throughout the whole season, or maybe not season, but the whole series at least that I've been doing here, if you have. And take care of yourselves until I hopefully see you again very, very soon. Bye-bye.